Hey guys, Mag here. This is not the video that I initially set out to make. In fact, I'm kind of just riffing here and just I'm going to talk about my thoughts and feelings right now, I think. Um, you see, I had wanted to do a video on how to shop for, and I was going to go through and like live stream it and then make a video for YouTube out of it. Like I was going to go through and buy all the parts. I was going to build a $500 to $600 gaming PC. Um, and in kind of doing some prep work for it, I'm looking at all the various sites, and I knew that I was probably going to have to buy a used GPU, and I was okay with that. But um, I've been looking at GPUs on the market for months and months now, and things went from horrible to pretty good. You know, around August into September, things were really good. There was a lot of stuff on the market at MSRP. And then the 4090 came out and literally ruined everything. Why? Because, and this is just my opinion, but it's so expensive, but also so good that it's sold out, right? Like you still can't get one for MSRP, and maybe the scalpers are just sitting on tons and tons of them. I don't know, but they seem to be selling from what I can tell. But I think people looked at, oh man, the 4090 is great, but it's $1,600 just for a Founders Edition, and they went back to the 30 series, which I don't blame them for. That's what I did at first. I have this guy right here. I went to Micro Center and bought a Rogue Strix 3080 a couple months ago. Before I lost my mind and decided, you know what, I'm going to get a 4080 and upgrade. So I did that. But everybody ran out and bought all the 3080s and all the 3090s up that were for sale, because there was a lot of them and they were going for MSRP. And so now we're kind of left with 3060s, 3060 Ti's, and a few 3070s. We used to have cheap AMD cards. They have gone back up in price. You know, like a 6600 people, and I just saw content creators today saying, "Oh yeah, you can get a 6600 for $200." No, you can't. At least I can't. Used maybe, and that's what we're gonna go through. We're gonna look at and see what we can get used, see what we can get new. Man, yeah, I really wanted. I thought like, yeah, you know, if we go used and we end up with like a 1660 Super or maybe a 1080 Ti, you know, we could build a pretty good 1080p medium to high performance rig that somebody could enjoy and play modern titles on. It just doesn't seem to be working that way. The cheapest new GPU that was out there is this guy. I can't even believe this. $329 on Amazon. I literally bought this card 3 months ago for like $275. And as recently as a couple of weeks ago, I was seeing them on sale brand new for $220, $230. So I don't know what happened here. You know, here's a Hellhound for $280. Okay, so maybe this is, I don't know why this is so inflated. It's up here at the front under Amazon's Choice, go figure, for $329. Okay, so this is reasonable-ish. Oh, this is a 6600 XT also. Okay. So this would actually be pretty great for a 1080p setup. However, At $269, I don't think I can fit that into a $500 budget. I don't think. It'd be tight. It'd be real tight. Sapphire 6600 for $279. A Rogue Strix 6600 XT for $360. I mean, no, I don't want a 1050 Ti. 1080 Ti maybe. 264 for a 1660 Super, and I think that 6600 XT is going to walk circles around a 1660 Super. But this is the reason I wanted to do this. I wanted to build this kind of budget, more entry-level PC and do all the benchmarking with all of the modern games that I play and see how they really actually stack up. And again, this is just Amazon, so this is going to show us, for the most part, new stuff, I believe. I don't think I've seen anything used or open box. Maybe open box on Amazon. Let's see, 1660 Super, because that would still be a reasonable card with 6 gigabytes of GDDR6. $259. So, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I would go with the RX 6600 XT for about the same price, or maybe even a 6600 non-XT still has 8 gigabytes of VRAM, which 8 is kind of pushing it as the minimum right now, I feel like. So 6, I mean, can it be done with 6? Sure, especially in 1080p, but yeah, we're not going to fit. We're not going to fit this kind of stuff into a $500 budget, I don't think. Maybe 600. Maybe 600. Because what I was thinking is, and I have a build right now that has a 10100F and a 6700 XT, and it's running Red Dead Redemption 2 like great. So this is a pretty good budget CPU. They've come down a couple dollars even since the last time I looked at this. I think they were like $79.99 to $84.99. I believe that the AMD equivalent to this, I believe the AMD equivalent to this would be like a 5600G. Yeah. I think the 5600G is actually better. It's a 6-core, 12-thread. And a lot more money. The Mobos may be cheaper, though. Maybe. But this is a decent CPU. This really is a good entry-level budget CPU for 1080p. I can't turn my camera right now and show you, but the right to my left is a PC running one of these. Like I said, it's playing Red Dead Redemption like nobody's business. I bring that up because that's the most intense game that is being played on it right now. But so then we'd have to look for like a Z590, maybe a Z490 motherboard for this. ASRock 6600 XT for $289, $249, $239. That's not bad, I guess. Power Color Fighter for $240. $500, no. Here's this MSI mech again for 270 out of stock. So in Micro Center, this is my local Micro Center. I don't know why I got excited for a second. I thought, oh man, they have a 4090 in stock. It says sold out. So I don't know if maybe they got a return and it's sitting in a bin and hasn't been processed yet. But, there's not a lot here. Look, 1 to 24 of 60 items. They do not have a lot of anything really. 16950 XT, which honestly, why would you pay $900 almost for a 6950 XT at this point? With the 7900 XT and XTX out, even though the 7900 XT is kind of a value loss proposition when compared to the other stuff out there, I'd still take it over this. 3070, $600. They do have 1 gigabyte 4080 at MSRP. 3070 Ti tough is $650. It's pretty steep out there, even in the middle range. $650 for a 3070 Ti. I mean, they're just not coming down. Some 4080 toughs for $1,400. Which I love this card. Don't get me wrong. And if you've got the money to spend on it, why not? It's absolutely killer. But we're looking right now, we're trying to find a budget-ish GPU to build a system with, and there's just nothing. Got 7 Zotac 4080s. Look, even what is this, an Eagle? Or just, Gigabyte Eagle 3060, $459. And I don't know that this would be better than a 6600. They're probably pretty even Stevens. I have not done a personal direct head-to-head comparison with them. This is actually pretty interesting. A 67 or a 6650 XT, a Red Devil for $364. That would be a decent-ish option for someone, but it's not going to fit in what I was thinking as a $500 kind of budget build. And then it quickly, on the second page, look at what this tapers off to. A single fan 3060 that's still almost $400. Like, what? Why? No. 6700 for $400. I don't know. There's some stuff in this middle range. If you're upgrading and you've got $400 to $600 to spend, there's a few options. But I wanted to show you guys this. This really kind of blew my mind. I went on Mercari a few minutes ago, and it crushed all my hopes and dreams because I thought, oh yeah, I can get a 1080. I bet I can get a 1080 Ti for less than $200. No, you cannot. Look at this. I don't get it. I don't know why. Why would you pay $350 for a 1080 Ti right now? With the $15 delivery fee, now we're up to what that 6650 XT was going for. And that is a much newer... I'm a little bit partial to NVIDIA over AMD, but in this budget to mid-range stuff, I just don't think... I think AMD kind of has the market there. You have to deal with some driver issues and whatnot, but... like I said, this 6700 XT that we have is running well. Another 1080 Ti, $400. Thing looks dirty too. Look at that. That is dirty. Ew, you can't even clean it before you post it for an outrageous price? Like, GTFO. I don't even understand this. MSI 1080 Ti 342. So no. Now I did find some 1660 Supers were cheaper, which is hilarious because it's a newer GPU. I guess it's a 60 class, not an 80 class, but it's still a pretty decent. You know, with the Super, they revised it with GDDR6 VRAM. Okay, well this might actually. I didn't see this a minute ago. An EVGA 1660 Super for $162. $14 delivery fee. Condition like new. He upgraded to a 3060 Ti. What? 3060 Ti versus 1660 Super. I just want to compare it on user benchmark real quick. Okay. It's 3060 Ti is better. Hugely better lighting effects, reflection handling, multi-rendering, etc., etc. More recent, higher peak texture detail. But a 3060 Ti is what, $500, $550? If you can find one in stock. Yeah, here's an MSI, a dual fan for $566. 3060 Ti Metal Master, $429. Here's a 3-fan MSI Ventus, $489. I mean, yeah, that just doesn't fit in the budget for what we are talking about. Where was I? There we go. I was on Mercari. Let me know in the comments if you think I should buy this. If you guys want me to buy this, I'll leave this video up overnight into tomorrow. Well, I mean, I'm going to leave it up forever, but I'll check the comments tomorrow and see if you guys think this would be worthwhile. If you want me to do a build with this and see how cheap and yet how effective we can get it in there for. I'm thinking something like this 1660 Super with a 10100F. Kind of a basic motherboard, 16 gigs of DDR4, probably like a 500 gigabyte Crucial P3 for an NVMe drive. And then what can I find for a case? Probably for 50-ish or less dollars. Here's an Asus 1660 Super for $162. Some weird pictures. They're like oddly cropped, right? Like here's a picture of the front of the box, but oh, okay, gotta click on it. I mean, it's cool he still has the box. So, okay, there are some 1660 Supers out here. I don't know if some of these just got listed or what, but... And then some of them are like, why is this one $300 for a Zotac? I don't understand. Do not pay $300 for a used 1660 Super. That would be incredibly whack. PNY for $147. Oh, look at that. A supposedly brand new tough 1660 Super for $225. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, yeah. So I guess that's going to be the one, I think. I mean, not this one in particular, but I think the 1660 Super might be the way to go. Unless we can find a 2060 for less than 200. What is that? Jaishuo? What? Would you trust that? Why does it say MSI on it? What is happening? Look at these power cables. I do not trust that. 285. That's sold. That would have been good. A 2060 Super for 165. All right, I won't belabor this point. Let me know in the comments if you think that 1660 Super would be a good buy for a budget computer, for a budget gaming computer. I think it would be. I think that would be the one to go with. And what I'll end up doing is I'll stream it, you know, going through and selecting all the other components and purchasing the other components. And then I'll do a build video once everything has arrived, and we will benchmark everything with stuff like we can do the esports titles, you know, we can do CS:GO, and we can do Valorant, we can do Fortnite, we can do, you know, that kind of stuff. We can do Warhammer Dark Tide, Modern Warfare 2, we can do Cyberpunk, and really put this thing through its paces. So let me know if you think that would be a good idea or not, or if I should try and hold off and wait for something else. I really wanted to showcase for you guys what can be done, but it just seems like things have changed so fast. This graphics card market this year is just kind of nuts. Maybe I could bid on something on eBay. I mean, here's a PNY for 135. Buy it now, but it's a single fan. Maybe that's okay. Oh, here's a Zotac for 150. I know a lot of people don't like Zotac, but I'm sure they're just fine. And Zotac actually has, in my opinion, the best looking 4080s and 4090s. Okay, so we've got some options on eBay for 1660 Supers. I was pulled out of an Alienware. They're bidding on that. 285. 299. Yeah. I thought maybe a 1080 Ti because it's an 80 class. I've never ran either a 1080 Ti or a 1660 Super, so I don't have any firsthand knowledge about how they're going to run things, you know, comparatively, which is one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to do this. Like, I wanted to do it for my own general purpose knowledge and be like, okay, let me put one of these systems together kind of on a budget with some older stuff and see what it can do. I thought it'd be fun. I thought it'd be entertaining and also educational. So it's looking like I can probably get by with a 1660 Super. So again, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you've got a better idea for a CPU than a 10100F, you can let me know. And what kind of motherboard do you think I should pair with this? So if we do a 10100F and a 1660 Super, 16 gigs DDR4, what kind of motherboard would you want to see in it? And then I'll get to shopping this week, and we'll put her together, and we'll see what it does. I'm going to be going to Micro Center on Thursday for this guy. And we'll get that info out there and published right away too. You know, I know everybody's gonna be doing it, but I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna put it in my gaming rig right now. I'm gonna pull my 4080 out and I'm gonna put a 4070 Ti in, and just kind of like a real gamer's PC. You know, I game. I I don't want to admit on online how much I actually play video games, but this computer gets used a lot. Trust me, it gets used a lot. So it's like a real build, like anybody else would build. It's not a budget or a mid range build by any means, but it's more comparative to what some people have out there. So I'm gonna plug and play. We'll compare and contrast the 4070 Ti with the 4080 and see what she looks like. I'm expecting I won't have any issues walking into Micro Center Thursday morning and purchasing one of these. So stay tuned to the channel. Check it out. I'm going to be live streaming, I think, a little bit Thursday morning. I'm away to Micro Center, and maybe like if there's a line and stuff, maybe we'll talk to some folks out there. Otherwise, I'm going to get some video footage, see what the vibe is like, see what's going on at Micro Center. I'm going to pick up a 4070 Ti. Ideally, if I can find, if they have I'll probably get an Asus Tough if they have it. Probably not a Rogue Strix, because I'm sure that's going to be that. We'll see. We'll see how much they are. You know, it's supposed to be this $799 MSRP, but there's no Founders Edition. They're all AIB models, so you know that Rogue Strix is going to be $200 more, I betcha, than that base MSRP that they've got listed. So yeah, that's where we're at. 1060 or 1660 Super? Yes, no. What kind of motherboard do you want to see with that? And like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be bringing a lot of good stuff to you this year. Bunch of different PC builds that I want to do and benchmark and test to show you guys. I'm making plans right now to go to RTX in Vancouver this summer, and we're going to stream and make a bunch of videos out there and showcase what Linus has got going on. A lot of good stuff in store this year for the channel. So it helps me out a lot. You know, I just do this as a hobby. It's fun for me. But if you can subscribe to the channel, it really helps push this out there and get the content to more people. And that's going to, help me stay motivated to keep going with this and bring you guys what I feel like is a little bit different perspective to the GPU into the gaming hobby that we all love and share. So until next time, peace.